we just finished a video called In Search of a Qubit. So, don't we want to do some programming? Well, guess what? I didn't realize it's not that difficult to actually link up to a real quantum computer. And the one I chose was the IBM quantum computer that uses... What does it use for qubits? It uses these superconducting magnetic loops. Well, I can't explain that part. But I can explain the part where we link up with it and we have a successful program that runs. Because it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to get there. There were all kinds of problems I ran into. But I've got it working so I can show you exactly what it looks like. Let's look at this Python program that connects to an IBM computer. Neat. And look how short it is. It's really short, but I'll tell you why it's short. It's because there's a lot of fancy stuff that's built into this. Up here at the top, notice that we import this thing called Quantum Circuit. That's really powerful. This QIS-Kit runtime service we get that going. So if we look at this program, the only part where we're really talking about quantum action is down here in this thing called a quantum circuit. Now you say circuit, well, circuit's made of qubits. Qubits. So that's what's going on. We have a gate and we measure it and we select some different things. I don't know as this is all that going to be all that fun to look at other than looking at the results when I actually run this darn thing. Alright, I'm going to go to the command line now, and I've got this way that I'm going to go into a special environment that uses a special version of Python that doesn't match the one that we have. Rather than trying to change the one that's in there, I'm just going to go into this special environment. And to activate the environment, this is the command line that I use. Let's see if it works. Okay, I'm going to get into a virtual environment before I actually run that project. So let me just go ahead and execute it and see if we're in good shape. Okay, there's my indicator there that I'm not in the standard command line environment, but I'm in this special QIS-Kit environment. So let's just go ahead and run that program that I just looked at. And what are we using? We're using Python 3, this special version, which is in this environment. And test, let's see if it'll do, yeah, test IBM quantum.py. Let's see what happens. Okay, there's my output. I kind of watched the time, and it took about a minute and a half before it made the connection and did the stuff. Anyway, here's the raw counts as the output, and here's the probabilities. Now notice that these are both close to 1/2. That's supposed to tell us that most of the time the it's in a 0 or a 1 state about half the time, which is what we'd expect. So this is really just a test of things. Was that exciting? I don't know. It was for me because we actually made the connection with the IBM computer, and that meant I'm ready to really get smart about it.